Now, Operation Catahoula Crunch is making dozens of arrests in New Orleans, arrests of migrants being accused of rape, theft, and more. NewsNation's Allie Bradley has been covering this. She's live once again in New Orleans. What is the latest from there, Allie?
Yeah, hey, Connell. So Operation Catahoula Crunch has been underway for 6 days now, and sources say the numbers just aren't where they want them to be because for NOLA, the arrest goal is apparently 5,000. Now, when we look at the perspective here of what we've seen, only 24 arrests in the first day of Operation Catahoula Crunch, 14 in day 2. But compare that to what we saw in Operation Charlotte's Web, where on day 1, they arrested 81 individuals. So a stark contrast to what we're seeing here in the Crescent City. But DHS, meantime, is touting the arrest details of several criminal illegal immigrants in the New Orleans area with convictions for crimes including forcible rape, aggravated battery, strangulation, domestic abuse of a child, domestic battery, and human smuggling. Among them were also gang members. Now, in a statement, DHS Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin pointed at sanctuary policies behind the need for enforcement operations here in New Orleans, saying, quote, DHS law enforcement continues to arrest rapists, thieves, human smugglers, domestic abusers, and child endangerers who sought sanctuary in New Orleans. Well, those days are over. President Trump and Secretary Noem have made it abundantly clear criminal illegal aliens are not welcome in the U.S., even if liberal activists think they are. Now, this all comes as the Catholic Church is telling community members here they have a pass if they don't feel safe attending Mass because of the immigration enforcement operations. The Archbishop saying he is granting a dispensation for the obligation to attend Mass for those Catholics who are afraid to participate. Now, the governor here, Governor Landry, he is in full support of these operations. He says, Connell, that we can expect to see the National Guard deployed to the streets of New Orleans as early as Christmas at his request. Connell?
The other thing that's kind of interesting about all of this, I know it's been getting more and more attention in recent days, is the way DHS is using social media, Allie.
Yeah, speaking of Christmas, it appears that DHS and the White House are kind of drawing on the holiday spirit, if you will, but it is drawing some backlash, and some people are calling what they're doing insensitive. Take a look at these tweets, these memes that have been posted here. The first one says, "You're going ho, ho, home," making a joke there out of the deportations. Then that one had a reply with President Trump on a sleigh doing kind of his infamous dance move there, you can see with the reins. Then the agency also sharing a public portal that shows arrest details of who they consider the worst of the worst, calling this one Santa's naughty list, as you can see there. And then just moments ago posted by the White House with the text, "Believe you can go home," encouraging people to self-deport, calling it the Deportation Express. Of course, a play off of the Polar Express. Now, one immigration attorney that we spoke to say it's pretty disheartening to see the administration using the holidays as a way to make jokes about people's lives. Take a listen.
The fact that they are detaining people, taking them away from their families during the holiday season, and then making jokes about it is so low class, so upsetting and ridiculous. And we should expect so much more from our leadership.
Well, the agency, DHS, seems to think that it's working, Connell, because they continue to push the CBP Home app to encourage people to self-deport. The borders are, Tom Homan, saying roughly 1.6 million people have already taken advantage of that app and the $1,000 stipend and the plane ticket home, and they have self-deported on their own. Connell?
All right, that's Allie Bradley live. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.